Room clearing in Airsoft used to be a difficult job, someone running with a pistol or an M4 and clearing out an entire room. But with the invention of these Airsoft grenades, life has been made easy. These ones, sent by Airsoft Innovations to review, are quite easy to use. They're very simple. You press in this little button right here, that can be done by pressing on the table, and you push forwards that little hammer, and what you've done is you've made the grenade a deadly machine. You're going to take your little spoon right here, and you're going to take your pin, and you're going to put the pin through the holes and lock it into place. And what you've done is created the piece that's going to make the Airsoft grenade go bang, or more of a hiss with BBs spraying everywhere. So next up, you grab your main body of the grenade, and you put this right on top. It doesn't matter what sort of orientation you're in when you put it on, you just got to make sure that it makes a nice, firm little, reassuring little boop, and that's all you're looking for. You also have to make sure that this hammer, this plunger is in place. You're now going to take your not sponsored by green gas, and you're going to push it in there until it starts to spew all over your hands. There we go. So once it started spewing all over your hands, you're going to want to grab some BBs, and you're going to throw them right inside there. And then you're going to take your bottom plate, line it up with the little tabs there, and you're going to spin it, and now your Airsoft Innovations Cyclone Grenade is ready to throw. I left the pin in so I didn't die. So my first impressions of the grenade just by holding them. Number one, they're pretty nice and sturdy. I don't feel like they're gonna break. Maybe throwing them against a brick wall, sure, if you're Neil Armstrong or something like that. Wait, that's the space guy, right? If you're Neil Armstrong, I'm sure you could break these. But, I mean, they don't feel like they're gonna break. When I was playing at a bunch of mil sims, I had these attached to my belt by the loop of the pin, and I had no problems. The pins didn't bend, they didn't fall off. They're on there good. They're there to stay. Now the whole throwing technique of using these grenades is quite simple. You pull the pin off just by pushing the top and pulling it off. You take the spoon and you chuck it. That's as easy as it gets. You chuck it and it goes off. So let's see how these can work against a target in a tactical position. So, like I said, you remove the pin, you remove the spoon, and you're ready to fire. Jack is wearing face protection to protect his face. I am not, so I'm just going to close my eyes. Here we go.
None of them hit me!
The grenade hit you.
Yes, but none of the BBs hit me.
Okay, let's try that again. Remove the pin, remove the spoon, and you're ready to go.
Same thing.
He got killed, needless to say. Anyways, let's hop into a close look. Tips and tricks. Number one, oil is your best friend when operating a grenade like this. Always put a little bit of oil around the O-ring, throw a little bit inside, just to get this thing nice and lubed up, because the more lubed up it is, the more consistent it will be. Number two, this plunger, being the only working part of this grenade, is the most important. When you go to fill this up with gas, make sure this top cap is put on, because if it's not, you are at risk of pushing the plunger too far through the grenade, causing it to not be able to function. So I would recommend just always making sure this top bit's on before you touch anything with the grenade, filling with gas, filling it with BBs, or just setting it on a mantelpiece just to look at. Just throw it on. Look at how much cooler it looks now. So my final thoughts. I rate this product a good 3.5 maple syrups out of 5. And that comes down to two main reasons. Number one is they're not exactly quiet. When you carry this around, when I had it on my side, whenever I ran, it honestly sounded like I was running around throwing BBs all around with maracas on my side. They're not exactly quiet. You get heard when you run, you get heard when you throw, and when they hit the ground, you really get hurt. They're very loud. Number two, if you play a game where you have to be hit by a BB that comes out of a grenade to be killed by the grenade, these are probably not the grenades for you. Every time that I've thrown these, not all of the BBs have come out. I'm guessing around 30 to 50 BBs come out. The rest of them stay in the grenade. That may be because they've decided to make it only shoot half so that you can refill the gas and throw it again, or it could be a flaw with the product. I'm not sure. But unless you're playing a game where a grenade has to land beside you and it doesn't matter if you get hit and you get cold, then I wouldn't recommend getting this grenade. I would recommend going with something like the Tornado. That being said, they do shoot out some BBs, and wherever I play, you play, a grenade lands beside you, and you're out. And for that reason, I'm always going to keep them on me. I'm keeping these two on me 24/7 because the fact that I can run into a building and get everyone out just by throwing one grenade, not having to worry about pulling out my pistol or worrying about MEDs of my sniper rifle, these grenades will always stay by my side. And for the price point of $40 US, or $700 trillion Canadian, you really can't go wrong. These grenades are quality. That was chill. I have never shot this heavyweight of a white BB in this gun before, so this may actually make me want to buy more of these. But we'll find out. Let's try it out on that target downrange.